Hey, today is the 21st of October. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Hopefully the fog fades away. Or I'll have to wait a little bit if the fog don't. Right now it's not that big a deal what I'm doing. It is a foggy morning. It's almost 11 o'clock and this fog's not leaving. The sun is coming out, so. We got a squirrel going across in front of us. And we also have a bike on the one side. People walking on the middle of the road. And there's sidewalk there? What is the sidewalk for? Yep, sidewalk for the trip for me. Oh, somebody broke a mirror. Alright, well, look at that. Look at that, them weeping willow trees. You don't usually see that how gorgeous they are. Well, now you can tell it's October. We have Halloween stuff all around downtown, which I'm gonna try to get better views of these compared to the last time, but I'm not gonna do that today. I have a special thing I want to do. Since it's a flaming foliage time of the year, I'm gonna show you what it looks like and why there is a flaming foliage festival every year. So a lot of times they have it, it's still all green. A lot of times they have it, it's pretty much all the trees, all the leaves are gone. But we were supposed to have wind the other day on the 20th, on the 19th, and we had a little bit of wind and some of the leaves came down. But it wasn't that strong unless it was stronger up north. Alright, well. You can see they have Halloween stuff on the trees. On the trees, on the poles. Let's see one that has it. It don't matter. I'm gonna go straight. This is, come on. This is West Main Street. Thought he was gonna walk out in front of me. Jaywalking mailman. This is West Main Street. Oh, they have a porta potty up front? That's weird. They have a. Alright. I need to go all over Clinton County if I'm gonna do a lot of stuff, but I don't have the ability to do that with funds wise right now. But alright, let's kick you up past the old Lock Haven High School and junior high area. I have to come to a complete stop. You could have made it across even before I'd even stopped there. They wait till you come to a complete stop. They think you're gonna go through, I guess. But that is good in a way. I do the same thing, I can understand. Hi ho, a pirate life for me. No, I wouldn't want a pirate's life. Oh, pretty much they eat what they could. What I mean, rats, bugs, hardtack. I'm talking about hardtack, not tack itself. But, they really are that way. Alright. Here's Pennsylvania. You can see the glory of the trees. Right here at the beauty of LHU. Given University. Otherwise, in the back of that bus, Commonwealth University, one of 3 schools. Alright, now I'm on Susquehanna Avenue, which is the beginning of Route 120. Well, not really the beginning. It's close to the beginning. The beginning is over on Belpont Avenue, but I didn't want to go right to Belpont Avenue at the beginning there. So. Alright, okay, now here I'm just gonna try to stay a little bit quiet and leave you enjoy the ride. Pickleball. People playing pickleball? I want to park out here. We're leaving the city of Lock Haven. Right down the bottom of the hill right here. We'll be in Allison Township. See some of the trees that don't have leaves on them. Used to been 3 different other bars up this way. Well, if you consider the one had several bars in it at a time. There was one with 2 bars, and one was a bar at a show, if you can consider that. one we're going to be coming up on sometime soon. We haven't even got past the what they call the ice mine. This is a nice drive. Yeah, coming upon the ice mine right after this house here. Not a house, but a way down to the house. Here's the ice mine. Gonna have a big dip up here. Gonna be a little bit more wobbly. Right here. Oh, did they fix it? No, up ahead. I guess they did fix it. Come on. I'm going to make sure this thing doesn't go up on the YouTube upside down. This shouldn't be going upside down anyhow. I'm going to fix. I don't know what was going on with that, but. I hope you enjoyed this little bit area, but I don't trust it, so I'm going to take it this way for now. Still can see. If it does this again, it does the upside down thing, I might have to get the other phone. I have. Hope you do that a little bit. Now we're going to do this way again. And I'm going to have a tapping. I know you're going to go say I need oil. What I really need is a drink for myself. Oh, look at that. Somebody really slammed on the brakes. Oh no, that was okay. I can see what happened there. They didn't slam on the brakes. The brake slammed on itself. There's only one side it hit. It shut down there because the differential sometimes does that. So we have, let's see how many trees I can think of. Ash trees, birch trees, maple trees, white pine, red pine, blue spruce, white spruce. See, we're omnivorous. We have both hardwood and softwood in this area. That's why you might see some pine trees mixed in with the hardwood. This thing kicked in to go up a hill. I'm just drifting along, if you can consider putting it in cruise control. Cherry trees, which isn't true cherry trees like you had grows cherries on it. They are cherry trees because of the redness of the wood and the smell of a cherry when you put it in the fire. You get the smoke. We also have oak, sumac, which aren't really poison sumac. Sumac is a smaller trees than that. The poisonous ones are brush. They're not really trees. It's like there's ivy out there that's not poison ivy, but it is ivy. And we do have both in this state. But the ivy is not just like several of these. What you see, the elephant ears off to the left off to the right over here. They're both not native to United States. Like the ivy out in Chicago on Wrigley Field, that was brought in. That might have been bought here, but it was brought in back in the 1600s. See, it's not like when the Native Americans were here. They didn't have some of these plants around here. And they had their own walkways that wasn't covered too. So a lot of areas where we're going, we had Native Americans around here many years ago. There was a great runaway, and after the great runaway, they came in through with the army, and we pretty much eliminated them. And put some in jail. Right here is one of the bars that used to be here. Used to be Heavies and Fibbers, what I know, but it might have a different name later. They even had a motel right next to it. My sister stayed in that motel once before it shut down. She went to leave, and there was a snake on the steps. Okay. She would tell you the truth about that. It's not falling rock anymore, it's falling rocks. That really is the better sign. It used to be just falling rock. I knew there was one side that says that. You can see the beauty of the trees through this area. This is why they call it flaming pool. It looks like flames with the orange and the yellow and the red. And mixed in with a little bit of green, but some of them's evergreens. Some trees don't change, or at least just lose them. Some trees don't lose them at all. That's the pine trees. They don't lose anything unless you knock it off. Oh, I thought I had somebody behind me. I thought I was going to have somebody passing me. I guess he turned off back there. Must have been turning on a little village in that area. Should be coming up on the other bar past Tanga Scootac up here. That's the full name, Tanga Scootac, but everybody calls it Scootac. Tangus Scootac. I think that means something about little woods, something like that, or woodeds. I don't know. I'm not really sure what it means. I think it means something about little tree, a little wood, or Tangus. Ugh, man, I didn't like that. Ugh, probably got it on camera. Dead rabbit on the road. See, people's leaving the area. Oh, okay. You can see the golden. Some of the trees lost their leaves already because of the wind we had the other day. But you'll see, it still has a lot on here. Yellow, orange, red. That's the way it should be said. And the green, never green, in the middle of the autumn. Almost an autumnal season. For some reason. Orange, yellow, and red is what it should be said. In the autumnal season, that has no reason other than the chlorophyll dying inside the leaves. And just for some reason in the fall leaves you at ease. The cooler weather is here, no matter where you go. No matter little cold weather hurt you so. Just taking a trip up 120. At the beginning of 120, it just has a little a place that sort of housing like motel like. It's called. Then it has several houses, but it really don't have too many trees. Maybe probably about 10 trees along there, but it's not like these trees. This is abundancy. I'm hoping this video works right. And we're at Big Bend. The Big Bend in the river over here on this side. It's a real big bend. I don't know if you can see it or not. You can see the river over that way. I'm going to put you back out this way. All I'm doing is driving 55 in the area that's everybody likes to go 60 and 65, but the speed limit is 55. I'm shocked I haven't got passed illegally yet. A lot of them do that. Me, I'm just enjoying the ride. I don't care what they do. There used to be a pullover spot right here. I'm not putting too much history in here, but I will tell you where we're located. Yep, if I can remember the names of the place. There's several different places out through here, but I just can't remember them all. Once I get up to Heiner, I'll be alright, but we're in Chapman Township, Clinton County, and we're up on top of a cliff. Literally a cliff. they built this road, a tough road, years ago. Years ago. This used to be an old wagon trail. But they had one area back down near Tangaskutek they really had a tough time going through. And they had to cut down the ice mine area to get through here. There's a mine down back there that was filled of ice, and they used to use it for ice boxes, which was the old refrigerator. You'd take a big cube of ice from the river and other places, and you take it and put it in your refrigerator so you can keep your food cool for about a week. Then you had to go buy another cube. It wasn't for Coca-Cola. Making refrigerator. Didn't really make the first refrigerator, but they made cooling boxes. A little bit better than ice boxes. There was the first ones that had soda at gas stations. Was Coca-Cola. And they made millions. 5 cents a bottle. 10 ounces, I think. It was a small bottle, wasn't too big a bottle. 5 to 10 ounce bottles, I think. Until Pepsi brought out the 12 ounce bottles. And it got bigger after that. This over here, this is a ice cream shack, which sells more than ice cream. And they used to have back there, they used to have a deer farm behind it. But up here's another bar. It used to be a bar. It's up for sale. I missed the one bar back there. I forgot all about it. But there was another one back there that used to be. Well, it might be up for sale, but there is a truck in there. A commercial for lease. It's up for lease. One of these days I might go there. Up here's Heiner Bridge, and above us is Heiner, or not right in front of us, but yeah, I guess right in front of us is Heiner View, or off to the side of us, Heiner View. They do races up through this area. Well, some of these trees are dead, so they don't have leaves on them in the first place in this area. There's a cemetery off to the left. You can't see it. We're in the village of Heiner. I'm gonna slow up here. You can see the beauty of the trees through here. Well, I had to slow up because there's a sign saying 40 through here. Seen a sign say that. Oh, look at that old house. Old log houses, which used to be all around years before I was born. Log houses. We have a nice place for them. All right, we have a cemetery off to the right. Iron Cemetery. I'm just taking on this road here. This is why they have the flaming foliage. Look how red and yellow these trees are up here, and orange. I have it pointing towards mainly towards the right. But you can probably see some on the left too. Some of the trees are already lost their leaves over that side. Now some of these trees on the right lost their trees, and some of them seem to have drowned in a little swampy area back there. You wouldn't believe me that they do drown. Trees do drown. If they don't have anywhere to breathe and they're in water, they can drown. Even though they drink a lot of it. They can fill up the water and end up being waterlogged and die. Here comes the red rocks, is what I call them. Forget what they call this area anyhow. People try to use. So I've seen people climbing this area. It's kind of dangerous, but the reason why they climb it is for arrowheads. A lot of them looks for them up in that area. Up near the top. But that's what I was told. Me, I wouldn't even try it. And look, you can see some of these pile of rocks on the ground here. We're coming into the village of Dunnstown. Here, right around the corner here, the village of Dunnstown and North Bend. Right here's Young Woman's Creek, the village of North Bend. Dunnstown's right behind it, off to the north of it. It feels like we're not going north, but we are. We're going west, really, but north is off to the right, south is off to the left. Now it's going to change a little bit going around the bend. The reason why it's North Bend because of the river out there is the North Bend. I guess it's the biggest bend in the north, near on the Susquehanna River. West branch of the Susquehanna River. Oh, used to be a car lot here. Now that's out of business. There used to be a garage there. I never knew the name of that. It had been years ago, and that was open. Now they have all kinds of trucks and stuff parked on top of the hill. All kinds of not trucks, but garbage trucks, pickup trucks, backhoes, and all that. This has another name too. They say what the name is, but I didn't see it. Don't tell you on the signs. Back that way is a Bucktail High School. This village right here is not to do to North Bend. This is another village altogether. It's only 40 miles through here, and I'm only going 50. I am going over the speed limit a little bit. Only by 5 now. I'm just going down. I didn't know it was going that fast. I don't know why they just wouldn't have leave it go 45 through here. Won't hurt. No people. 45 in the summertime and 40 in the winter, or something like that. Like some states have, during the daytime you're only allowed to go 65. At nighttime, hold on for your life. You can go as fast as you want in some roads. One of the roads out there in I think Minnesota or somewhere out there. We're in the west bend of it's east bend, whatever. the East Renova. It says Renova, but this east part of Renova here. Once we get across the bridge up here, we'll be in the Renova. Or just in the east part. They call it the east end of Renova, or East Renova, where we're located. And yes, back here you were allowed to have your 4-wheeler and 3-wheeler on the road, due to one person that fought to get it to do. You're allowed to do that. Now, but in the middle of the village, in the middle of the borough, depends where you're located. Here's, they still call it Lingles, which I think is might be changing over, but right today it's open. We have Scoot Service Centers, and that was here for I don't know how long. I've been here for longer than Lingles has. I think that used to be either. I can't think of what the store was. And here's where the area where the located fire hall. We're right in the middle. We're right in the middle of Renova, but you can see the different. You can see the reds on this tree right next to St. Paul's. It used to be the Family Dollar there on the left. Right now we're in the middle of the. We don't have much color in here because all the trees were cut down many years ago. In some spots, not all of them. Right here they did cut some of them down, but many years ago there was a lot more trees through here. It's almost like you're going through a forest. Here's where the YMCA used to be, yesterday's restaurant and hotel, but that almost went out of business too. Now it's right next to the river. Now it's on the south side of the West Branch of Susquehanna River is. And we're going by the Dollar General. Going by the railroad station and former what is that? Piper certain type of plant. It wasn't nothing. It was metal plant or something to help make metal metal in this area. We got rocks right here, which they cut down so they can make this road. We have a train on the left side. Bunch of boxcars from TTX. Now we're in Village of Jury Run, which has a place called the Green Lantern. Right off to the left there. That would be called. I think that's the Green Lantern, and it's up for sale. Cinnamon Honing. That's probably where I'm gonna end the video at. Now we have a bunch of rocks and stuff. I think I'm gonna. Well, you can still see them. See the main string. I'm away from the box cars. This way it can take you up to the 100-mile. Right here near the end, 100-mile yard sales. Starts up at Cinnamon Honing pretty much. not really that beautiful through here because of the rocks, but a lot of people would like rocks and stuff. Me too. I don't mind. I do not mind it. The only way you'd had the railroad was already made before they wanted to put a road through here. The railroad was in here years before the roads. So that they had to dig their way through here. That's why they had the rocks are like that. See, the railroad was bringing stuff back and forth up to the village of Cinnamahoning, up there where Cinnamahoning River, I think, is. But they tell me it's just only a creek or a stream. Then you have Kettle Creek up this way too. Brainlick Trail. Or Brianlick Trail, I don't know. I think that's in Brainlick. We're coming into the Shintown. Little village here. Very little village. It doesn't really have much in it. I think it might be, yeah. Yeah. People get kicked in the shins there. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why they call it Shintown. Maybe it's named after a person named Shin. Or people like to walk around in shorts and showing their shins off. The shins is your front part of your leg at the bottom, right above your ankle. We're in Sproul State Forest District. Pull-off spot. You go down and go swimming, or go down or go fishing, I think. Then we have another area over here on the right that has more rocks. Plenty of fallen rocks in this area. Dead fox on that side of the road. And some of that stuff can be strange looking at. I want to a dead gray fox, but sometimes the gray fox are red foxes. I noticed that. So they're like a mixture of red foxes and gray fox. And they might interbreed. I don't know, but they do. Might mix. Big rock there. Little pull-off spot. I have a rig coming my way. No, that's not a rig. That's a garbage truck. No, it is a rig. It looks like a rig front on it. It looks like it was a built-on rig with a garbage truck thing on the back. Get to the end of Clinton County, which so far I'm still in Clinton County, so that is a long drive to the end of Clinton County, I'll tell you that. We'll be coming into Noyes Township soon. Well, it looks like they're working up here. Doing something. Gonna be doing something in this area. I thought the government was shut down. No, that's PPNL. That's not the government. Little shack right back here made out of concrete rigs. No. Where the village of Westport. See, there's no place to stop to eat, or no place to stop to get any money out of a bank or anything in this area. We haven't even got past Kettle Creek yet. Right here's Kettle Creek Road and Bitumen Road, B-I-T-U-M-E. There's Kettle Creek Road. On the other side is Bitumen, B-I-T-U-M-E-N. That takes you to a little ghost town that has maybe a church and a house there. But it used to have all kinds of stuff there. Baseball field, a place for the people to stay. That was a coal company village. A lot of the village ends up being ghost towns. Oh, look at these ones. Look at how beautiful up here they are. Red, green, light green. You can see they're starting to change when they turn light green. I'm not gonna say he changed colors. A vitiligo is a skin condition that turns you from one color to another. It's just like this could be called vertigo, or because the green it turns to yellow. But vertigo, I don't even know if that's a word. But it isn't swearing. It's just a word I just made up, if it's a word or not. Because I see fur and then vertigo. There's ferns out here. Oh wait, there's a nice looking rock up on there. Somebody could have sat on. Oh, another dead animal. Sheesh, people hit animals up here. Back here, if you turn the video a little further back, you can see the old what is that called? Well, phone wire poles back there. You can see these ones are just straight poles. Not just phone wire. They could be up the other thing that used to tap. That's what that's called. Yep, what that sign's been there. It was there way before. That says falling rock up on that one. The newer sign says falling rocks. You can see where they're dug through the mountains to make this road here. In fact, in some cases they just dug through and just leave tunnels, but we don't have a tunnel on this road. And we still have the Susquehanna River on the left. You can't see it. And I'm not gonna. You can probably see the railroad, which goes clear from Philadelphia, clear up to Erie, I think. That railroad does. We should be coming into another village up here soon. Yep, Cook's Run. We're going over a little stream, Cook's Run. This is the area right here, Cook's Run. Well, this area right there, there was a little bit the Great Runaway that came up, and there was between the Cook's Run, Kettle Creek area, they had there's an old telephone poles. They had an area where they attacked the Indians at night and pretty much left them gone. Just say it that way. And as they used to do to us, that's what they did to them. But just say they took part of the head. I'm about to say it, scalped them. For proof. See, Fallen Rock, old sign. That's an old sign. You can see how rusty it is. But you can see up this way, it's not that great up through here, but at this time, because a lot of the wind probably, because they're near the river, and it can get pretty windy in this area when it calls for wind. Now you can see the old telephone wire poles and telegraph poles. Back here. They use it for telegraph and telephone along the railroad. Now we're above the railroad and the river. We just went up a little hill back here. Didn't even feel like we went up, but we did. We're coming in. Should be coming into Noise Township soon. In fact, Noise Township is pretty big. Then we'll be coming into Keating. Yeah, no, we won't be coming into Keating. Noise Township took over Keating, but West Keating's still there. Now you can see the beauty of Pennsylvania Fall right here. This is beautiful through here. Fallen Rocks, new sign. But look how beautiful it is in here. This is a real sharp corner. That one gets me every time. I feel like I'm going to fly off the cliff. Right here, we're in Keating, the village of Keating, but the Keating Township is gone. Real big village, all right. You blink, you miss it. Looks like they're building something right there on the left, the Keating Mountain Road. Just like Sugar Run Village is not too big either. Right before you get into Keating, it's beautiful. I mean, you can see the beauty of the mountain, even though it's getting cloudy. Guess we're going to get some rain in here. Well, you have to see a lot of the foliage. I try to a lot of shore. I can't think of the word. I'm just going to say a lot of the beauty of Clinton County and that. With the sun out, but right now lost the beauty of the sun. But well, you can see it with you can still see it with the We left that village of Keaton a long time ago. Oh, I just got a hawk or some type of bird flying across. It wasn't a bald eagle. Could have been an owl. An owl could fly in the daylight, even though you probably wouldn't think they would. We have some camps on the right side, or camps. We should be coming into the next county soon. Once I get to the next county, I'll leave you guys go then. You can see all the work they did to make this road. This is one long road, I'll tell you that. The end of 120 ends up, doesn't end up here. It ends way up in the middle of nowhere, up north. Now I think we're next to Cinnamon Creek. Call it creek, I guess. And really, a lot of people call it, we're going down to the creek. Yep, we do say that too. I'm going to the creek. Ow, my neck, I got a crick in it. Okay. That's, especially when you're at the creek. You got a crick in it definitely when you dive under the water. Everybody calls it a crick. You have a crick in the creek when you crick the creek. Alright, I'm just joking around. Looks like I'm going to be driving back home in the rain. Scary. Somewhere up here, the Cinnamon Creek split into the west branch of the Susquehanna. It's a contributor. It's a tributary of. Why do I always go a contributary? A tributary of the river. It does have some islands in the middle. Well, maybe that's where it splits off right here. We had not much rain around here. You can see the bottom of the stream or the creek or the river right now. And I'm just looking at the beauty, and you can see some things that need to be taken off the lines. Can't turn around, so I'm gonna have to keep going straight, and I'm not doing a 3-point turn in the middle of the road up here. You never know when somebody's gonna come down off the mountain. You also never know if there's gonna be a deer or elk come out at you either, or a bear. Yeah, we're in bear country, and I'm not talking about a radio station. And the way in the past used to be panthers, mountain lions / puma. All three of them is the same animal. Now we have porcupines, skunks, as I said, foxes, rabbits, squirrels, chipmunks, flying squirrel. Yeah, we have a flying squirrel that was just reintroduced, and we have an animal called a fisher, which I think they should have. It has another name, but that's what they call it. It kind of looks it's kind of in the weasel family. And we do have weasels here too, weasels and skinks and other animals. I mean, we have a lot of animals here in fact, we have more deer than humans in many counties, and we have more. I guess sometimes we have more cows than people in many of the counties. And some of the counties have much less people than you think. In fact, Philadelphia has more people in that little area than they have than some of these counties up here in the north has. I forgot about this hill. Man. The railroad's on the used to be. It looks like there used to be a railroad on the other side of the stream. They usually when the railroads built their stuff, they usually try to follow a stream. The main reason why is because back then they had boilers on their vehicle on their, and if they got to a stream, they might have been able to put some stuff in it. They usually have a boiler plate thing to pour in the water in the boiler. But they also had it so if they broke down, they could get at least the people who have water. But nowadays, because of the past, I wouldn't even drink some of the water we have out there nowadays. Whee! Roller coaster ride! It's a Pennsylvania roller coaster ride! Up over the hills, through the woods, next to the rockin' road, everywhere you go. It looks like I'm in Cinnamonahoning. Looks like you are entering county outdoors. No, we're not Cinnamonahoning yet. We're not even out of Clinton County yet. But there is elk in this part of Clinton County. I do not know how they're keeping them up north when they could come south, because they still a lot of area up this way. I think I didn't leave Clinton County. If I did, I did. I'll know when I run into a village. Looked like there's somebody fishing back there. Oh, I wouldn't blame them. Yeah. We're next to a river or a stream. I'm not sure what. Looks like they're going to be doing some work up this way. They have pink roads on there. But if the government ever gets back in order, we might not have that done till next year. I hope you enjoyed, even though it's cloudy out now. I lost the cloud. I lost the sun. I'm heading to Cameron County. We're leaving Clinton County. So this is all the further I'm going to go. I'm here in Cameron County. I should be coming up to the village of Cinnamonahoning. I'll be turning around there. I'll find a turnaround spot. Oh, I think I just hit a butterfly. Didn't mean to do that. Why would they come out towards the noise? I scared them. They went toward me. I hope I didn't hit them. I hope if they did hit, did hit my car to bounce off and went somewhere else. No, end up in my grill. Yep, car has a grill. Well, I could have turned. Well, I might have been able to turn around there. But look how long this road is. There's no turnaround spot when you get out to the end of Clinton County until you get up to the village of Cinnamon Honing. Well, maybe there's one right here. Nope, passing spot. Places where you turn around and put logs in it. There was no. I'm not turning around on somebody's property. Well, you get to joy more than I expected. I'm about to go right to the end of 120. 120 going to end up right up here anyhow. But there's other roads will take you to Erie and another up to Route 6. Then you can go left here up to Cinnamon Honing up here. You can take a left and you can go clear down to Clearfield, Pennsylvania. We're going to be coming into Elk. What is that? Cinnamon Honing next, or there's a little village right before it, I think. Right there's a sign where it says. Oh, going right into Cinnamon Honing. That's the only one it comes into. See, right here I can turn around right here. But right here it's a junction 872, so right here's the end of 120. So wasn't going to turn around there. I've been up here for the yard sales up here. Let's see. 872. Oh, we're still on 120, so taking the end of 120 and 872 is back there. Piper. Yeah, there is a village named Piper, and it's named after the Piper down in Piper airplanes. Been through there once or twice. This is the village of Cinnamon Honing. Look at that bridge. Look at that. Look how old that bridge is. Neat looking. They are. People probably, I hate to say that, but that people might jump off of it as a deep hole underneath it somewhere. They would. Yeah, right now. Coming to another village. Village of Gibson. Alright, well, this is all farther I'm going. Alright, well, I'm going to leave you go on this point of view. Little village of Gibson. Used to come back here for yard sales back in here. There's a sign right over here. Grove Township. Alright. Named after the warrior. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn around. No scrap. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the ride. Of the beauty of this area. See, I'm going back into Gibson Township. Alright, I'll catch you guys later, and guys, have a good day.